Hey guys, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. I did a vocal coach reacts to Nightwish, and it was Ghost Love Score, and like a dumbhead, I said Floor was Tarja, the original singer, number one. And number two, people busted my chops on not, letting it play to the money note at the end. So I'm going to redeem that now. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a juxtaposition between Tarja and Floor and just sort of see how we both stack up. They're very different singers. It's not like pitting one person against another. But let's just go ahead and do it first. I'm going to start with Story Time with Floor because the song rocks. And let's just go. Here we go. I love that hair. I'd hurt my neck if I would do that. I used to do that in my 20s.
It was the night before, right all through the world. No words, no dreams, then Monday. I ride by a fire, imagine all the fire. Took a journey into a childless heart, painter on the shore.
Okay, the reason I chose this too is a lot of people said, Ken, you said she can't belt this and that, whatever. And I said, kind of prove me wrong. Show me where she does. Well, there's a difference. There's different kinds of belting, right? And the first thing is that I wouldn't say this is belting like Lizzie Hale, for example, or even Pat Benatar, or Ann Wilson, or whatever, right? So it's a different kind of thing. She treats this very operatically. So I have to re-emphasize, stand behind that. That's exactly what she's doing. Does she belt? Absolutely. We're going to hear it again, Ghost Love Score towards the end. We're going to get to that in a minute, but I want to comment that along the way because she's not a belter wailer. That's not her shtick. She has a whole different vibe. A cool vibe, but very different. So let's continue. Here we go. Okay, so like I said, again, in my Ghost Love Score thing, she's treating it a lot like Amy Lee from Evanescence or whomever, and she went before Amy, there was right around the same time. Someone else said, Ken, you referred to the band being a lot like Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and they were around a lot earlier. Maybe they were. I remember them being around 95, 96, and I remember TSO starting, Trans-Siberian Orchestra starting around 95, 96, so they kind of started around the same time. So guys, I'm trying to respond to your comments and stuff, respectfully, but I think they started around the same time. So it doesn't mean one copied another. It just happened to be the trend at the time that they were doing. So I love that guy is like, he's in this mode for crowd surfing, which was fun. But anyway, let's continue. Here we go. Okay, we're now moving in again to Ghost Love Score, and I want to redeem myself on the money note comments that came in. Sorry guys that I missed it. It wasn't intentional. Like I said, we get 30 seconds ish to be able to comment on stuff like this, where we don't get a strike against our YouTube accounts. It's not that we're trying to collect money from the artist. In fact, I give them all the money. We get nothing. This is for educational purposes. I don't get anything for doing this as far as from YouTube. But I also don't want to strike against my account. So I kind of am careful about how I do this. So let's continue. Okay, she's belting there. Good note, good belting note, good strong belt. Right here. She's in head voice there, and she's going to transition in a minute into chest, but she's in head voice, which is more like a reinforced falsetto. I cover all this in my singing course, guys. If you singers out there want to know about this, you can check it out, but let's continue. That's chest right there. That's a belting chest sound, and that's exactly what you guys said. Ken, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, I kind of do. But yeah, she's belting here, which is great. Let's continue. Belting. I could go up. Like I can go up and do that too as a baritone. So she's like splitting chest and head, but she's more in a belting chest voice right. I'm going to back this up a little bit. Okay, let's back it up. Here we go. So Ken, you missed the money note. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. But right? Okay, so I think I know a little bit about what I'm talking about, and that's great. It's a mix between chest and head. It was probably 60-70% chest with a little bit of head voice thrown in there. Mine was probably 50-50 just now. But killer, awesome note. Killer band. By the way, though, you guys are going to be mad at me for saying this. They do run tracks for their background vocals. In fact, you could go through. We're going to go through this in a minute. But they do run. Not any lead vocal stuff that I've heard, but the background vocals. There's all kinds of orchestral stuff going on that is on a loop or a track that's being played in the background that she's singing into. Now her lead vocals are live. She's definitely live. She's not pantomiming anything or lip syncing anything that I can tell. In fact, you can tell by the way when she loses the breath and the mic goes away. But the band does run tracks, and gosh, you'd have to. It's a theatrical thing this big. And all those extra voices, you can hear 2, 3, 4 voices of her going on for some of the background vocal stuff. But so now we're gonna get to them. Tarja, let's move on. Killer band, man. Here she is. Phantom of the Opera. Very operatic again, okay? I'm just sitting here in my little studio singing away. By the way, I'm recording this stuff so you can see I'm actually doing this. I'm not lip syncing stuff. This is what she's doing, and we're gonna continue on this. Check this out. This is really intense and really cool. They have very different styles. She is much more theatrical and really there's a lot more intensity in the way she presents her art for the style that she does than Floor. So let's continue. Belting there. All right. Now, this performance was very different. It was, like I said, very theatrical. Not to say that Floor isn't theatrical at all, but it was just like, I feel like I went to the theater and I saw a killer rock opera or something very different, even in the same genre of music. So anyway, guys, I hope this was satisfactory. Oh, let's talk about how to do those notes. All I'm doing is opening up the back of my throat. I have a lot of really strong abdominal strength. I'm sitting down. I should be standing up. And I'm allowing my resonance to take over. So I'm not killing the notes. I'm not forcing the sound. I'm not pushing really hard. I've developed this sound enough to where I can relax into a state of oscillation, which means resonance, which is how we get vibrato, etc. And I'm letting this thing unfold, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as I do it, as I relax with good support, okay? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. For all you guys out there where I missed the money note, hopefully I redeemed myself for that. And they both are killer. They have very different styles. And until next time, God bless all of you guys. Peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button. That will actually take you to another page where you want to click on the bell icon, and it opens up a menu, and the menu has notifications on it where there's a little box you can check where it says send me all notifications for this channel. Check the box and then click the save button, and you'll get notifications from me every time I have a cool video come out. Okay? Thanks guys. Peace out.